Okay, hello everybody. How are you tonight?
Awesome. How are you?
Good. Can everybody hear me good?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm just going to mute you guys out so we could get started. Hold on. Okay, guys, how are you tonight? I'm so excited to bring to you tonight's Opportunity Zoom. It is Sunday, March 29th. I think these days are just all going together. My name is Maria Giambroni. This is my husband, Mark. We're calling in from New York City, as if you couldn't tell already. I'm ready to get going with this Opportunity Zoom that we have scheduled for you. Tonight, you were brought here by somebody who wanted you to learn about our products, our business, and our community. And I'm so excited to share with you why we love this company and these products, what they've done for us, what they've done for so many other people. So I'm started by telling you a little bit about who have been using our products. Some of my really good friends, they've become friends, they've become family to us. And you're going to see why they love our products and they love this community as well. So a little bit about us. Again, my name is Maria Giambroni. I am from New York City. I am a wife. I'm a mom. I am a certified health and life coach holistically, and I'm a full-time Elepreneur. 2.5 years ago, I was working in New York City and we were living a very crazy, hectic New York City life. I worked full-time. I would only see my kids for a couple of hours a day, and it was very stressful. I had a side business that I was doing, coaching, and it really wasn't fulfilling me. I prayed and prayed and prayed for something to get me out of the rush of working in Manhattan. And it came along, but it didn't come along at the exact moment I needed it to come along at. At the time when we were introduced to these products, we were going through a really, really rough time in our lives. Like I said, we were stressed from working and not being able to be with the kids all the time. But what was really stressful is about 2.5 years ago, Mark was diagnosed with cancer. And it just happened to be around the same time that we were introduced to these products. To say that we were riddled with anxiety and stress was an understatement, right? It's a huge understatement. We were at our wits' end. As a holistic health coach, I like to do things naturally, but so many things were thrown at us at once that I just couldn't focus. I couldn't get rid of the anxiety that was going on. And lo and behold, these products came into our lives. Judy and Mark called us and told us about a business opportunity. And actually, I'm sorry, it wasn't even a business opportunity. It was a stock. And so we wanted to do it as an opportunity to make some more money. So we decided to invest in that stock, and we had no idea that health and wellness came along with it. We thought we were getting into something to do with travel. And basically at our doorstep came these products. As a certified health coach, I looked at the ingredients and they looked pretty good. I said, oh, you know what? We might as well take them. It's coffee. Let's try it out. I did have a couple of friends of mine who are master herbalists look at them, and they like the look of the products and what they could possibly potentially do. So we started to take them, and honestly, within 24 hours, we noticed a difference. Our anxiety level was significantly dropped down. I was able to focus on a plan, a holistic plan of how we were going to take his treatment and his care to the next level. And when I say that this happens at the same time, guys, like, we literally started these products and he was diagnosed within the same week. So there was really a lot going on. So we started taking the products and we noticed the difference right away. And we just started sharing it with people. We were asked to start doing it as a business. And quite honestly, I wasn't ready to do that. I was afraid of what people might think, right? What were people going to say that I worked full time? I was limited time with my kids to begin with. Get that out. I had limited time with my kids to begin with. He was sick. I had another side business, and I was throwing something else on the fire with everything else. So we were really hesitant about starting right away, but we started giving these products out to people. And what we got back was amazing, amazing testimonies, life-changing testimonies on, like that you couldn't even possibly imagine. And we spoke about it for a couple of months back and forth, right? And it was really weighing on us. But what we kept on seeing was that more and more people were calling us with these life-changing testimonies. And we knew that if we didn't go ahead and really like jump into this business, we would not only be doing ourselves a disservice, but really be doing everybody around us a disservice, because these products, like, everybody needs. So, in looking at what's going on in the world today, everybody is going through the same emotions right now, right? Everybody has anxiety and fear and stress. And what we could provide entrepreneurs can really help people manage that, right? And I'm not saying that it's a cure-all for anything, but it makes all of those symptoms that I had and that some other people that you will probably hear from have manageable. It is something that everybody needs right now. So like I said, between my testimony and any of the other testimonies that you're going to hear tonight on this call, please know that by no way, shape, or form are we making any kind of medical claims, but what we are doing is telling you our experience and how we felt with the products and how it's changed our lives. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys a video. And I want you to know, as a certified health coach, I also have a background in science. So I like to get scientific-y, but you don't have to be that person in this business. And that's what I love about it. So many people in this business really have no background even in sales or in marketing or in science or health. It's just people sharing these products and loving the products, how they feel and how they help change lives. And it really makes it just easier to sell. So you don't have to worry about knowing all the background on it. And I'm going to share a video with you, which everybody does get when they do enroll, and you could make it easier to share this way. So I'm going to share my screen if I could find it. Hold on, guys. I haven't done this in a while, so give me a second. I don't know why it's not doing that. Let's see if this works, guys. Hold on. Yeah. Move that. Sorry. Okay, I think everybody could see this now.
Have you heard about the new Happy Coffee? It's the first coffee ever that helps your body promote its own happy hormones. Positive moments, friendships, love. These all naturally release positive chemicals in your brain. These happy hormones are dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. When you're happy, you're better. A better friend, a better parent, a better partner, with more energy and drive to make each day count. And for less than the price of a Starbucks drip coffee, we elevate functional beverages together with Max become the dose, helping your body promote its own dose of these happy hormones in 3 simple steps. Step 1, choose your beverage. Get a head start with Elevate Smart Coffee, a delicious functional coffee infused with nootropic ingredients. An all-natural blend of amino acids, choline, and fat burners designed to assist with mental clarity, memory, and step it up with Coffee blooms with a bold, aromatic body. Nitro has an added bonus of helping to promote nitric oxide production for improved blood flow and antioxidant protection. Top off your Elevate coffee with Keto Clay, a delicious creamer designed to support a healthy keto lifestyle. Then revel in Chocolate, all the benefits of the Elevate Smart Coffee and a delicious nootropic infused hot chocolate. Enjoy the velvety, decadent taste and be prepared to get happy. Refreshing, pick me up? Then try our Elevate Zest, lemon and lime citrus twist on a classic drink that is sure to make you smile. The exclusive Xanthamax supplement delivers xanthocumol, a natural ingredient known to promote the happiness hormone oxytocin, and it uses liposome technology to protect and deliver its benefits right to your cells. When taken with your Elevate beverage, they become the Dose Duo, completing the set of 4 hormones associated with happiness. It even helps promote weight loss and curbs appetite. This powerful duo is an instant impact product to start off right and keep you moving. Step 3, be happy. The Dose Duo plus you obviously means more happiness. Be you and elevate your health and happiness today.
So I think everybody was able to see that.
Let
me mute you guys. I see some people. So anyway, as you can see, it's very easy to share. Everybody can use these benefits. It's great to have these in their, to have this in your body. Like I said, especially now with what everybody is going through, our products really help to boost your immune system, as well as help to take the edge off of, you know, all of the stress that we're going through. So it really is a beautiful thing to be able to share this with people. And there's nothing greater, in my opinion, than being able to share happiness with other people, right? Like when people ask me what I do and I tell them I sell happiness, that's an unbelievable conversation starter. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up and ask a couple of people to hop on and to share their stories with you. And then I'll come back and I'll tell you guys really just how you guys could get started and how business-wise, this really could change your life. So if Jody, would you mind unmuting yourself?
Hi, Maria.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you? Hi, Mark.
Hi, Jody.
Thank you for sharing, go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay, so actually yesterday was my 1.5-year anniversary. A year ago, September, I was seeing posts about this product and how it was helping people and different testimonies. And I, at that point in my life, was desperate to feel better. I was in a lot of pain. I had nerve damage and atrophy due to a mini stroke that I had after the birth of my son a few years before that. And after being on different medications, nerve medicines and pain medicines, and going through all physical therapy and different things to try to help myself, I wasn't feeling better. I was actually feeling worse because I had that medicine head and wasn't really able to function as a new mom. So I came off a lot of the medicines, continued to do my physical therapy, but was looking for a more natural way to make myself feel better. And as most people know, you go into these vitamin stores and everything's a la carte and you really don't know what you're doing and it becomes an expense. So after seeing this person's post, I decided to, you know what, try the samples. I have nothing to lose. And I did. And after the second day on the sample of the coffee and the Xanthamax dose, I felt the fog was lifted. I had clarity again. I had the mommy brain was gone, which was a big part of being also on medications. You have that, you're in that funk. You don't really feel clear. So all that was back. I had energy again. And then as I was on a little bit longer, I noticed that the aches and pains were diminishing. The atrophy in my shoulder, I would always get, you know, different pains that would lead up to my neck. One day I just realized it wasn't there. And then I have issues with my leg and the pains in my leg were diminishing. I always had, as my husband put it, a Jimmy leg at night, trying to get comfortable at the end of the day sleeping, and I never could. And then he even noticed I was sleeping through the night. I wasn't like crying out in pain. And as time went on, my friends, the mom friends, up at school noticed because I was the mom who had a handicap sticker and drove up as close as possible to get my son from the school doors. And once my leg was better, I didn't really want to do that anymore because it's embarrassing to me as, you know, a mom, and having your kid come out and seeing his mom in that spot. So I decided to park the car away. And from that point on, I just started parking in a regular spot because my leg was better and I didn't have the aches and pains and I wasn't hobbling because I always had a limp. And the moms noticed. They asked me what I was doing, and I sent them to my representative. And then after 4 or 5 moms, she reached out to me, and I wasn't even on the product 5 weeks. And knowing it helped so many, knowing my friends were getting help, I decided to take her up on her offer of becoming a representative for the company because I believed so much in the product. And the proof in the pudding, aside from, you know, myself, was my family was seeing the change because I wasn't as grouchy. Because when you're in pain and you're not sleeping, you have a short fuse, you're tired, you're grouchy, and that slowly went away. So for me, I can't say enough about the products. I can't say enough about the business. The community is beyond. You know, also being a stay-at-home mom for 9 years, you kind of lose your community. And even with my school mom community, I didn't have as much because I wasn't feeling well enough to really be a part of it. So I felt like I was back to myself, but I also embraced by such a great group of people who supported me, who really took stock in everything that I did to support me, to support my family, to support all the decisions I've made along the way, to help me with my team. I can't say enough. The love and support is there. If anybody is looking for that, to me, the only way I can compare it to is if you went to college and you were part of a sorority or fraternity. It's similar. We have each other's backs. We are there for each other. We cry together. We laugh together. We lift each other up. And for me, like I said, yesterday was my 1.5-year anniversary. I did not think a 1.5 years ago I would still be here because I was not a salesperson. But I am, and I'm happy to say that I am, and I'm continuing, you know, to go forward. And I think anybody who decides to join on, it would be a great opportunity for you, for your families, just for yourself. It's such a great sense of family and love, and especially in today's times, you know, there are days we're all feeling crappy, and you know, sometimes you don't want to just hear from your family. You just want a different pick-me-up. And let me tell you, at least once a day, if not twice a day, somebody from our teams are there to lift us up and really, really get us out of the funk, because we're all a little unsettled right now with what's going on. But the one thing I can definitely tell anyone who decides to be a part of this community is you'll never be alone, because everybody is there to have your back. And you'll see, and I'm sure anybody's on this call who has experienced the product knows that they do work. They sell themselves. They really, really just make you happy and help you with the energy and the clarity that now more than ever, I think we all need. So I'm happy to be a part of it. I can't say enough. They've again helped me, my family. They've made me a better mom. They've made me a better friend, better person all around.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
sharing, Jody. And exactly what she's talking about is exactly how everybody feels. We are all part of an amazing community. We all have become like family. I'm just muting everybody out again. We all have become like family, and it's not just within your own team. We've become like family with other teams. You know, like all of the top leaders interact with each other. We all do things together. We go away together. And I've been in this industry for 19 years loosely, because I never did it full time until now. but I've never seen anything like it before. We all just jump in and help each other. And that's what this is all about. We all want to see everybody else succeed. So we are, I could tell you till I'm blue in the face that we're different, but you don't know until you actually experience it, until you are part of it and you see just how the community loves each other and loves on each other. And that really is, you know, I always say that we hit a trifecta, and that is the third part of what we have. We have products that work very quickly, right? So instant gratification. We have products that are affordable. And the third part of it is our community. We have people that love on each other, and that's what makes us so special. So Jody, I appreciate you sharing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna call up, if Rebecca could unmute yourself, I would love to hear your testimony.
Hey,
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Rebecca Stefano from Rochester, New York. And about 6 months ago is when I started taking the product. And so at that point in time, I was dealing with a lot of GI pain. I was in so much pain that I was pretty much bedridden. It was pretty bad for several months, and I had been dealing with IBS and GERD issues for many years, probably 15 years at that point. And it just got to a breaking point where I really couldn't function anymore. And I had heard about these products helping someone with GI issues, and so I thought I would give it a shot because I needed something. And now the day that I took the product, I'll also tell you I have been having chronic migraines for 15 years, and I've been having them daily for about 9 years. And the day that I started taking the product, my migraine went away. So it was the first day in 9 years that I didn't have a migraine. And I said, regardless of if this helps with the GI stuff, I'm going to keep doing it just for the migraine piece. But within 4 days, I stopped having GI pain, GI symptoms, that all of those things I'd been dealing with for 15 years. So it accomplished what I was looking for, but it also has gone beyond that. I'm sleeping through the night for the first time. All of my issues, I'm sure, stem from being diagnosed with depression and anxiety about 8 years old. So it's been a long time. And I've been able to decrease my antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds. So it's been life-changing for me. So I'll just say that once it started helping with the migraines, I didn't even become a customer. I just joined and became an Elepreneur because I knew that this would help so many people. And I knew that I needed to take this. And I have not missed a day. It's been 6 months, and I would not miss a day of this because I would not want to go back to where I was. Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing.
That's awesome.
These stories never get old. I mean, this is the first time I'm actually hearing Rebecca's story, and I could listen to all of these stories over and over and over again. It really, it's amazing. I'm so glad you had such an amazing experience, Rebecca, and I'm so glad you're part of us. Thank you for sharing that. I'm going to open up the lines for Tom. Tom, are you there? Could you share, please?
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Tom.
How's everybody?
How are you?
Everybody staying safe? Hello?
Muted.
Go ahead, Tom.
You got me?
Yep.
You got me?
Yep.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah, I
cool.
can hear you.
Tom, we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, cool. Where do I start? November 17th, I started taking these products. Maria and Mark introduced me. Thank God Mark's an espresso drinker. It was something quite amazing that happened to me. I was started with depression. I started with aches, pains, old football injuries, and in a matter of 2 doses, this is without the Xantromax, I felt different. My pain went away. Also, from having pain, being on pain meds, such, I mean, Oxycontin, fentanyl for different pains and aches, I was 358 pounds. I mean, the pain, the internal pain I had in my life was unbelievable. To a point, I did feel like suicidal. Here I am on the back of a Disney ship, ready, anticipating where and when should I jump off the ship. But you know what? Something pulled me back and said, you know what? Let's give this another chance. Fast forward 2 months later, I'm down 50 pounds. I broke the 300-pound mark in 2.5 months. With Maria's guidance through keto, and I would call her. I said, man, this stuff makes me stink. What is this? He goes, well, you're in ketosis. I was able to actually wean myself off of heavy-duty painkillers to the point I'm painkiller-free to this day. I take my Xantromax. My life has changed. I share this with anybody that will listen to me. Some people run the other way, but you can't feed all the fish. I mean, it's just wonderful, wonderful, and I take it. It's still to this day, my body is continuing healing. At 61 years old, I finished 3 CrossFits. Proud to say, and actually my 4th one, I did tear my rotator cuff, but I still walk. I'm still energized. I'm still motivated on a daily basis. My family life has changed. My personal life. We rise by lifting others. I mean, I have a 6-figure salary already from an automotive business, but this is my passion. This is what I want to do, help others. When hundreds of people are on their deathbed, say, you know what, this helped me get food down. This gave me an appetite. This stopped my depression. Just a plethora of things that it does for you. It takes what your body needs and goes to the source. Between appetite suppressant or vice versa, or pain management. I mean, this is an all for me all the time.
How amazing is that story, guys? Thank you,
It's
Tom.
awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing that, Tom.
The hair on my head stands up every time Tom shares his story, because guys, think about the impact that these products are having. I didn't know Tom beforehand. I gave him some products. He told me he didn't like them. He didn't like the way that they tasted. And I said, well, you know, it's a supplement. It's not supposed to taste delicious. It's not a gourmet cup of coffee. And then we happened to, as fate would have it, we happened to meet each other on a cruise. They sat us together on a cruise, and Tom, he made a joke about my husband drinking espresso, but that's how we were able to get it into Tom's body. Tom put it in his espresso and was able to like it, or I don't know about like it, but at least get it in his body. So
Oh, yeah.
Tom didn't tell me that he was depressed. People don't walk around with a sign that says, hey, I'm going through something, or, you know, I'm battling anxiety, or whatever the case may be. And again, I'm not saying that this cures anything, but we're just talking about Tom's story right here. He was going through a rough time and I had no idea. We just shared a product with him for, you know, to see if it would help him with whatever he was going through. And it just so happened that he feels that it saved his life, and he pays it forward by sharing it with everybody that he comes in contact with. So if that's not a powerful enough reason to want to pursue this business, I don't know what is, because we are legitimately changing lives. All right. Thank you for sharing that story, Tom.
Thanks,
I'm
Nancy.
gonna thank you. We're gonna do, let's see, Dorian, could you unmute yourself?
Hi, Maria.
Hi, girl.
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
How are you? Hi, everyone. I'm Doreen. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I am a wife, a mommy. I have 2 little ones. My daughter's 7. My son is 4. They're very extremely active and they keep me very, 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 very busy. And so partly my stories comes from, once I had my daughter, I had like really, really bad postpartum depression. It stayed like that for quite a while, probably over a year at least. And then it kind of just became my lifestyle, I guess, at that point. And I always kind of struggled a little with depression, you know, in my 20s and stuff. And that just sent me over the edge. So my anxiety got really bad. So no, I wasn't like a typical anxiety patient, if you will, where I'd have like panic attacks or anything. I had more of, as my daughter got a little bit bigger, I started noticing little things would trigger it. Like if some, like a loud abrupt noise, I would like crawl out of my skin feeling, you know, and that would send me into like a downward spiral. And I spent a lot of years like crying myself to sleep every single night next to my daughter's bedside, just every night. I didn't treat it that way in the day or when I was around people. I mean, you probably wouldn't know it unless you were very close with me. I hid it very well. So what I do is I worked from home for almost 7 years now. I've had a party styling event planning business. And I had started that really for some sanity because that was kind of like what I loved to do. And then as she got a little bit bigger, my daughter, it started to become a struggle to work from home. I didn't have a typical schedule. I didn't go into an office where I could think for 8 hours and be creative. And so I kind of wouldn't really work until 10:30 at night. And then that would lead until 3:30 in the morning. And then it was every weekend doing events and all week long and taking care of a very, you know, she was colic, you know, anything that could have possibly happened happened. Colic and acid reflux and all these things I had to deal with on top of postpartum depression. So with that, years went by and I started, my events kind of started stressing me out more than anything. And that led into PMDD. So I went to my gynecologist and she had given me a small dose of antidepressant. And with that, I started gaining weight. I'm an emotional eater. So, you know, when I get depressed, I turn to food and that's it. And I probably put a good 20-something pounds on me. And so my depression only got worse. And with my depression started to come, then I had my second child. And with all that and the struggles of not, I would feel like I literally couldn't handle anything anymore. I couldn't do my day-to-day, nothing. It got to a point where I felt completely overwhelmed. My business was not my sanity anymore. It was making me insane. I was stressed out before I'd have an event. You couldn't even talk to me for 2 weeks before it. I was snapping at everything. I basically was just miserable. So with that, I really just, I guess I was getting tired a lot too. I was napping and it just wasn't like me to nap, you know, like my daughter was at school and my son was, someone's unmuted. My son was, a baby, so any opportunity I got to watch Peppa Pig and just sleep on the couch with him, I took. Then I started gaining weight and I was getting more depressed. And I really was just looking for something to lose the weight. I felt like I had this small dose of antidepressant. It was working, but it really wasn't working to its full effect. And my gyno would not up me. So I said, you know what, if I just lose the weight, I'll feel better. And I stumbled across this product on a parent group, my upline had wrote about losing weight with this coffee, whatever. And at the time, I really didn't care what it was. I didn't know if it was healthy for me. I didn't care what was in it. It could have been like an off the street black market drug and I would have taken it at the time just because I just wanted to lose weight. And I felt like if I lose the weight, then I'll just maybe be happier. So we had friends in common. She gave me a few samples and I have to say, I probably should have started with half because I was flying that day. And that was probably the fact that I was so low energy at the time that I was just flying off the hook. But I had so much energy and I felt so clear that day. I was not hungry at all, which was so out of the box for me because I was constantly eating all day long. And I called her up. I was like, oh my, like, what is this that you just gave me? So I tried it again the next day. And the next day was even better than the first day. And I have to tell you, by the third day, what really, really got me was not even the fact that, yeah, weight was literally weight was dropping off of me within only a couple of days. Probably, with the increase of the energy and the fact that I wasn't eating as much. But by the third day, what really got me, and I say this all the time because I just will never forget this moment, when my children asked me to go play in the yard and I said yes. I get emotional every time I talk about this, but I didn't want to do any of those things. I didn't want to play. I didn't want to go in the yard. Just the fact of having to do something like that was a struggling task for me at the time. And the fact that I said, yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go outside. It's so beautiful out. I said to myself that day, like, so many mommies need this. So many parents need this. Everybody needs this, believe me. But to feel like a better mom at that moment that I haven't felt in years that meant the world to me. I called her up and I said, is this like something I can sell? I don't know how I'm going to fit this into my schedule because you can't ask me to do an extra load of laundry at the moment, but I love this product. Like, I need people, this needs to go into hands of everyone. And she was like, absolutely. And I signed up in my first week. It didn't take me long at all. My first week, I said, I just shared and spoke about it. I called everyone I know. I wrote about it. If you were yawning in CVS and I was standing next to you, I was like, you have to try this. To me, this product and this opportunity has brought me, I am a different person. I'm the person I was always meant to be. That's what it makes me feel like. And now to hear my husband even talk to me and say, like, I really like you way better like this, to me is like, that is just, I feel like I get better and better every day. And partly not just the product, but the community of people that we have and the support that we have. This is my family. Like going through what we're going through at the moment, I do not feel I could really get through being like stuck in this house and homeschooling and 24/7 children on my back and and all this craziness that we're going through now. I couldn't go through without these people in my life. I couldn't go through without having texting and being like, how you guys holding up? And without the product, I think I would have lost it already at this point if I didn't have this in my body, A, and I didn't have these people around me, B. So if you are thinking about this opportunity, you just struck gold for the fact that you got on this phone call at this time tonight. That's just the way I feel. So it doesn't take anything to share happiness. It doesn't take anything to feel like a better person. And it doesn't take anything to be part of this community. So if you're on this call if someone invited you for that reason, I would do it. And I wouldn't even look back at this point. And that's all I could say.
Amen. And now is the best time to join us. And we have a couple more testimonies that we're going to get to quickly, but now is the best time to join us because we are offering a discount to enroll. It's $24.95, guys. That's half of what it normally is. So you could get in with even less money and start a business and start changing lives. So with that, I'm going to open up the lines. Thank you, Dor. I appreciate it. I'm going to open up the lines to Nick. Are you there? Because I have two, but I don't see Sarah. Nick, could you unmute?
Oh, I'm here. Hello, everybody. My name is Nick. I'm from Staten Island. Shane, love the shirt. If you're on this call and a skeptic, that's who I was. 2.5 years ago, I made it a point to prove Maria wrong. I'm still doing this 2.5 years later. Guess who I proved wrong? Myself. See, when we first started, this was about weight loss. I was overweight and I started this product to just lose weight. I was keto at the time. I still am. And the weight started flying off. But see, the story I normally tell on this is I didn't realize at the time I had PTSD. I was a block away when the buildings came down on 9/11. I actually saw them come down. Visually, ran for my life. So Dorian mentioned triggers, and I'm not going to tell the 9/11 story. I'm going to tell the story about the trigger going on right now. See, the trigger right now is the uncertainty. And honestly, if I was not pumping these products into my body every single day, I would be in the corner in a ball, crying every day, not being able to try to lift people up like my two children who are home from college right now. And I have to explain to them that they're missing a year of their lives in college. I do this right now as a side business. I work on Wall Street. I go into Manhattan every single day. I have to see those buildings where they aren't there anymore. I have a very, very good corporate America job. Pays my bills barely, because what 9/11 did to me was I decided my best friend lost his life, a multi-millionaire. I'm not going in the ground with a penny. What happens with that? The rainy day is here right now, my friends. Without this business, I am not able to order from Instacart. I'm not able to order toilet paper from Amazon. I know it's a running joke, but I don't know what I would do. I would have to lean on my family. Instead, I am the one providing for my family, my mom, my dad, who are older people who have to stay in their house. We're in the epicenter of it right now. I mean, other states, they're closing them down, but we're not allowed out. If you know me, you know I talk about these products. I talk about this business. Forget the community. Some of my greatest friends are little boxes right now on the screen, and I get very, very emotional about what we have here. I am not from this business. I'm from corporate America, where the guy next to you wants to choke you out to make more money. Never did I think I'd be in a business where people that don't make money off me would be the ones texting me right now saying, bro, go do your thing. I just got a text from somebody on a different team. He's a Royal Black Diamond, very high in the company, if you don't know our ranks, telling me to kill it right now. What we have here as far as business goes is something that I've never seen. I'm 49 years old. I went to school for finance, graduated college, went to Wall Street with the great American dream. The great American dream right now will cost you $24.95. To talk about products that are the most consumed product in America right now. I mean, I'm home every single day. We are going through tubs of coffee. It's never did I think, when I tried to prove Maria wrong, I would lead with, I sell happiness. What I have become in 2.5 years, Maria knows me from high school. I told you my age. Yeah, that's a long time ago. She knows me. My nickname was Mary Midall. My mother gave me that name. I was moody. Right now, I lead with positivity every day. Right now, I am leaning on people on my team and my friends, because right now we are in such a difficult time. And there is a fine line that everybody's talking about. Should we promote? Should we not promote? Should we do this? Should we do that? Hell yeah, everybody needs our products. Because what they did for me in 2.5 years, if my wife was willing to get on a screen, she'd be the first one to tell you, hell yeah, he's a different person. He's still a pain in the you know what, but the way I go about my life is thinking about others. And that's what the people who got you on this call did. They're actually thinking about you for $24. I mean, I wish I paid $24, but it's just, this business currently right now is saving my family. I have friends of mine that can't pay their mortgages because right now they are so nervous about stocking their house with food and supplies because we don't know what's going on. That you don't know what to do. I said this once at a convention. If I could give this to everybody, I would give it to you. I really would, because the change in my life, you don't have a video of my life. I really wasn't the nicest of people. Maria usually gives a thumb up for that. The way it is now, I don't think about myself first. And the people, some of the people that spoke, they are my team. They are my family. They are the ones that I reach out to in the morning, and they reach out to me when they know you're not doing well. That's what this place is. I can't stress the community enough. I really can't, because I've never seen anything like this. If there are other companies out there like this, I would be surprised. But these products have saved me. They help me to cope with my PTSD. They help me to start my day positively, lead a certain way, lead first, and then worry about myself. That is my story. These products completely saved me from being a really, really bad person. And I'm going to try to prove Maria wrong, because I always try to prove Maria wrong. And it's just funny how I just keep digging a bigger hole and not being able to prove her wrong. So thank you for letting me share. Thank you for listening to me. Reach out to the person that got you on this call. And number one, thank them. Thank them. Thank you for thinking of me. Thank you for putting me first and listening to what these people had to say. Because we're a bunch of people from New York, a bunch of us. We're not going to lie to you. So thank you.
Thanks for sharing, Nick. I mean, you could see this is more than just products. It's more than just a business opportunity. It really is a community of people who do love each other. But if you are looking, because I saw some people saying, well, how do I make money? If you are looking to make an extra $150 or $500 a month or $1,000 or more, we have something for everybody. We meet you where you're at. We help you to get where you're going. Different people from different teams will jump in and help, like Nick said. So you don't have to feel like you're alone. You do what you have to do to help everybody in this business. We all do, to help everybody succeed. So that's why we love these products. That's why we love this business. Whatever you want to make out of this, you can. Sarah, I don't know if you're on because I can't see you.
I'm still here.
Okay, could you give a quick testimony before, because we got to start to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I've been here for just over a year now. When I started, I was probably one of the most anxious people you'll ever meet in your life. I had plans A through Z sorted out for what would happen when we crashed our car when we were driving down the road. That's just how I lived my life. And it was very exhausting. But to me, that was normal. But that same time, about a year and a half ago, my family and we moved from a place that had been our home for 5-6 years. We moved closer to my husband's family and friends and away from mine. That sent me into more of a downward spiral than I was already in. I had trouble getting out of bed. I had no energy. Any chance I had to get a nap, I took it. And I just felt horrible all the time. I saw Maria start posting about this happy coffee. I was like, all right, I got nothing to lose. I'll bite. What is, and she sent me the sample, and it's like, oh, it's actually coffee. I can't drink this. It makes me worse. She finally convinced me, try it, just try it. Finally gave in, and I did, because like Nick, I was going to prove her wrong, because I had my little pills with me during the day, because I knew this coffee was just going to send me into a panic attack like every other one did. But again, like Nick, somebody else got proven wrong. And I think I messaged her that afternoon, was like, this is the first day in at least 2 years I haven't taken a nap. I feel good, and I have a smile on my face just because. And so when I started feeling that way, I knew I had to jump in. I knew I had to share this with other people, because I know how crappy it feels to feel crappy. And I remember there was one night, we had snow here. We're in Washington, so we don't always get all the snow that you guys do. But my son didn't have school the next day, and he was asking my husband, Dad, will you play outside with me? Play outside with me. And my husband had been outside with him all day. And he's like, no, go ask Mom. And I could just see my son's face. Like, I'm not going to get to play outside because Mom always says no. I said yes. And he lit up like fireworks on the 4th of July. And we went outside and we played outside until probably 9:30 that night, which my kids usually go to bed at 7:30. So that was a big thing. But we were building an igloo with bread pans. And I will never forget that moment, because it would not have happened without these. Because I would have just fallen into that, Mom always says no. It's time for bed. Let's get ready for bed. And I think it was maybe a day or two after that, I remember watching the kids. I think they were fighting about something. And I just sat there, and I know I had tears in my eyes, because it's like, this is what it feels like to be happy. This is amazing. I have to share this with everybody. So that's
it in a nutshell, guys. Like, this is everyday life. This is not made up stories. Everybody can relate to all of these different stories that everybody's feeling. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing.
Thank you, Sarah.
I appreciate it. You could see we have Wall Street executives. We have everyday moms. I was able to leave my job in corporate America, you know, after a year of working with this company. I mean, we are changing lives, guys. We're changing lives mentally. We're changing lives physically, financially. Like, there's no better job to have, in my opinion. And listen to these amazing stories. And these are stories, if you do join us, which I'm sure you will, these are stories that you'll be able to share too. You'll be up here one day giving testimonies about how you feel and how you've been changing lives. So by now you could see exactly why all of us love these products, why all of us love this community, why all of us love this business. We do this because we have a passion. We all have a passion for helping each other, helping everybody out. And when you join us, you don't just join your sponsor, you join a tribe of people in a community that is dedicated to changing lives, 100%. We truly, really do elevate the health, wealth, and happiness of everybody around us. So guests, if you are on this because somebody wanted you to look at this opportunity, please, please, please get back with the person who put you on this call. Remember, we have a $24.95 startup fee going on right now, so take advantage of it. We have some extra bonuses that if you run with this business, you'll be able to make some extra money quickly. And try, if you haven't already, try samples and let's get you going, right? We'd love to have you as part of our community, and let's join with us. Let's get together and change lives together. Everybody, please stay safe, Stay healthy. Don't go outside. Listen to what they're saying. Take care of yourselves. Take care of others. And have a good night. We can't wait for you to join us. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.